You've done the work, you have the niche, the content strategy, maybe you even had a rebrand or two. You've taken the courses and mentorships, hired the people, and followed all the advice out there. And still, it feels like you're pushing something uphill. I want to tell you something that nobody in the marketing space wants to say out loud. The strategy was never the problem. You've tried to fix the wrong layer. There's a version of your brand that doesn't need to be pushed. It pulls. I'm Judith K. Ritz, founder of the Spirit Brand Academy, and this is the Magnetic Brand Podcast. Every week, we go deep on what actually makes a brand magnetic through human design, astrology, and archetypes. In solo episodes and real conversations with women who've built something that feels like them. Let's get into it. When you hire a conventional brand designer or a conventional branding and marketing agency to help you build your brand, what they usually do is they build what I call the brand from outside in. Yes, they will ask you about your person, your experiences, your business, your special attitudes, maybe what is special in your personality. They will ask you what's your unique selling proposition. And by the way, most of us don't even know what it is because we can't point it out. It's so difficult to really point out, okay, what is different and so special about me that sets me apart from everybody else in the market who's doing the same thing. With human design or astrology, we can do this because these are diagnostic tools that I use in my work. And with these, I can really point out what is your unique selling proposition. But the conventional marketing and branding agencies or brand designers, they can't. So they would dig into who are you from the answers they get from you. And the other thing that they look at and where the brand is mainly built from, or a big part of it, is your target audience. Who's your ideal client? What does your ideal client want to see from you? And that's how they build the brand. Or maybe even they will ask you, what are your favorite colors? What colors do you like? What colors do you usually wear? And then use these colors. But then what happens, it's a brand that does not reflect who you are. It feels like a costume, maybe. It feels like something you need to perform. And when you have a day where you don't feel like performing, then everything crumbles and you won't show up. Whereas if you have a brand that is built on who you truly are from inside, so that's what I do. I build brands from inside out. We take off all the layers like an onion to really get to the core, get to your essence, and then build your brand based on that. And when you do this, then you don't perform. You don't need to perform your brand because you are your brand and you finally know who you are and how to show up and what's the energy you radiate. And you don't need to worry about if you're on brand right now. So this is the big difference. And this is a huge gap between traditional, conventional branding and energetic branding. And energetic branding or energy, I don't use it as a metaphor, or I don't use it because it's something that everybody want to hear now. Everybody in the spiritual world likes to hear something about their energy, or your energy needs to be integrated. No, it's because we radiate energy. And that is proven by science. We radiate energy. You radiate an energy and people perceive an energy from you before you even say one single word. So when somebody comes on your Instagram account or on your website, they radiate something before you even say a word, before they even click on one video. They already get an energy and a frequency from your branding that tells them, oh yeah, here I want to stay. I want to go a little deeper. I want to really find out who is that person, what she's saying, and how maybe can she help me. Or it's like, ooh, no, thank you. And they are off. And I had this many times already. I meet someone or somebody signs up for a magnetic marketing reading. And when I prepare for the reading, of course, I also look at their Instagram account or Facebook account or TikTok account or YouTube channel or website, whatever is there in their business already, to really see like, okay, what I see in the human design, in the astrology. I also work with a core number from Feng Shui. So what I see there energetically and from their characteristics and their personality and what is their messaging, the innate messaging, And what do I see on the brand that already exists? And sometimes I open Instagram and I'm like, whoa, this looks completely different than what I had in my mind, how this person would show up. And of course, I share this with my clients. I look, this is what you get. This is how you should show up. And this is how we actually show up. So there's a huge gap. And we need to close this gap. So the way I work is very unconventional. I'm not a classic brand designer. I'm also not a graphic designer. But what my genius is, I can feel your essence and I can diagnose everything that you need for your branding and marketing, that it is you, that you don't need to perform a costume, that you can really show up as you. So I don't just use human design or astrology or the archetypes because they are fancy tools. No, I use them because they are my diagnostic tools. And with all the things that I analyze when I look at your human design and your astrology and your core number, and when we dive into the archetypes, then everything comes together as one big picture. And in the entire branding space, like what I know, what I have researched, I'm the only one who works like this. I'm the only one who combines these three tools: human design, astrology, and archetypes. Most brand designers, either they don't use any of these tools, they just use their classical, conventional tools, or their intuition, or their artistic talents to create your brand, or they maybe use one. There are a lot of online business coaches, online business mentors that use human design for marketing. There may be some that use also astrology. Some may combine two tools, but I have never seen anybody else than me who combines all three tools to really build a holistic brand and to give you the tools that you need to also do marketing on a holistic level, that it really feels so natural, supernatural for you. And also that building your business in the way that honors your energetics instead of draining your energy. So my spirit branding method, the framework that I work with, is we start with your energy, then we go deeper into your identity. And from then we figure out your positioning, your communication, and your expression. And most online business mentors or brand designers or branding strategists, they start with your positioning, or they start with the expression, as I shared with you before. But this is the wrong end to start. So you need to start with your energy. What do you radiate? And I want to give you a specific example of one of my very first clients. When she was in my Spirit Brand Mastery, and we dove into, of course, her human design, the energy she radiates, and also what is the key for her brand energy and how does she actually need to communicate? She shared with me like, oh, wow, this is super interesting, because in my Facebook group so far, when I posted, and she posted very consistently, like I think on a daily basis, she said like, I write in a more technical style. So she did energy work at that time. Now she also got into human design after working with me. But before this, she already did energy work. And she explained the kind of work she does, the transformation it gives you in a technical way. And then we found out that actually she needs to write in a more sensual way. So in a way that creates more feelings and it creates more of a picture inside of the potential client when she reads her posts. So she said to me, okay, I will just go ahead and try. I will try to write in the different way, to write more sensual, to paint more pictures. And then when we had the next call the week after, she said to me, Judith, this is amazing. I tried this for the rest of the week now, and for the last week. And what happened is I got, what was it? I got like 5 times the amount of client requests. So potential clients reach out to her, and she made 5 figures in this week. So she made 10,000 euro in this week. And just because of changing the way how she expressed herself, the way how she spoke. So you see, the way you speak also transports energy. And this made such a huge difference for Sabina. So you see, when you build your brand based on your energy, based on your energetic blueprint, then first of all, it starts to feel like you and you stop performing. So you really start embodying it, and marketing doesn't feel like a chore anymore. And the other thing is also it has a huge impact on your business, of course. It has a huge impact on attracting the right clients or attracting the right clients easier or more frequently. And especially also if you are in a position where you feel like you've outgrown your brand or you've hit the ceiling, you hit the 5-figure months, but now you want to go from like 10K month to 50K month, but you feel like you need to change something. You just don't know what. And it's not about doubling down on the things that you've already done. You won't reach the next level by doing the exact same things that you did to reach the level where you're at now. So you need to change something. And if your brand feels like performing or you've outgrown it, this is where you need to start. So, and I have 2 tools for you now. I'm sharing them in the show notes. So one is the brand magnetism score. These are 6 questions that you can answer in under 2 minutes, and you get a real percentage of what is your brand magnetism right now. And also you will get an explanation of what is the gap right now, and also how can you close this gap in the next step. Or the other tool is my brand energy decoder. So there you will get a personalized PDF guide that is based on your human design sun gate, your personality sun gate, because this is like 70 to 80% of the energy that we radiate when we show up in a room. And that you know, like, what is the energy that you radiate? Get the brand energy decoder and dive into this, and then see what aha moments you already have, and then check back with, okay, does this actually come across in my branding right now? Do I embody this already in my branding, or am I performing somebody else's brand? So whichever tool you choose, or go and get both, I would love to get your comments. What has changed? What were your aha moments? And if you've now come to the conclusion that, yes, I was performing a complete different brand, complete wrong energy, and this is what I will change right now. And of course, go ahead and share this episode with someone where you think, okay, this person needs to hear this. It's super important for her. Give a like to the episode and stay tuned for the next one.